Greetings. Today I will discuss the AR15 .22 caliber semi-automatic sporting rifle, the most popular sporting rifle in the United States, and why some politicians want to ban the AR-15. These are the items that we will cover today, attempting to answer some of the most common questions relating to the AR-15. Let's discuss what makes the AR-15 an assault weapon. First, let's talk about what doesn't make it an assault weapon. First off, it's not the type of bullet. The AR-15 uses a .22 caliber bullet. Most all rifles use bullets larger and more powerful than the AR-15. It's also not that it's more powerful than a non-assault weapon, because they're virtually the same firearm. The only thing that makes an assault weapon an assault weapon are cosmetic features that are attached to the firearm. It's also not the rate of fire, which is one bullet per pull of the trigger. Just like a revolver, wheel gun, the same type that's been used since the old Wild West days. So what is it that makes the AR-15 an assault weapon? It's a definition on a piece of paper that makes that firearm an assault weapon. A politically contrived definition focused on cosmetic features. Because any mechanical operational definition would ban each and every firearm, because all guns are basically the same. Cosmetic features such as a folding, adjustable stock, so you can compensate for the length of a short or a long person's arms, a pistol grip that adds stability, a threaded barrel used for noise abatement, or a barrel shroud used to keep you from burning your hand. These are all cosmetic features, and none of which the mechanical operation of the firearm or affect its lethality. These items are attached to any firearm is what constitutes and makes any regular gun into an assault weapon. This slide illustrates the cosmetic features that turn any firearm into an assault weapon. A telescoping stock, a folding stock, a thumbhole stock, a pistol grip, a detachable magazine, a barrel shroud. These cosmetic features attached to any firearm makes it an assault weapon. Mechanically, these two shotguns are identical. However, the illegal one has some of the cosmetic features, such as the stock and the pistol grip, that turns the legal firearm on the top into the illegal firearm on the bottom. Mechanically, they're identical. Cosmetically, they're different. On this slide, we have two rifles. Mechanically, they're identical. One is legal. The illegal one has a pistol grip. That is what makes it illegal, a cosmetic feature. Functionally, the devices are identical. So what is it that makes the AR-15 an assault weapon? It's a political agenda, primarily driven by the left-wing ideology to ban all guns is what makes it an assault rifle. Eventually, all firearms by definition become assault weapons, because by changing the definition, more firearms are being converted into assault weapons. For instance, in New Jersey, a tube-fed .22 caliber rifle is now defined as an assault weapon. If they can do that in New Jersey, there's no reason they can't do that in every state. Are assault weapons dangerous? The simple fact is that all weapons are dangerous. Whether it's a knife, a gun, rifle, pistol, BB or pellet gun, screwdriver, baseball bat, a car, they can all kill someone, and they all need to be treated with respect. An assault weapon is no more dangerous than any non-assault weapon, because the only difference are those cosmetic features we talked about. The act of affixing a folding stock or a pistol grip to a firearm is what turns it into an assault weapon. It is no more lethal than it originally was. It is the same firearm with the same bullets operating in the same way, just some cosmetic accessories have been attached to it that do not affect the function or the performance of the firearm. Are AR-15s used to commit crimes? Rarely are AR-15s used to commit crime according to the FBI crime statistics. Less than 2% of crimes involving a firearm are committed with assault weapons. Approximately 0.5% of those crimes involve the use of an AR-15. 5 times as many murders are committed with knives than so-called all the assault weapons combined. There are so many types of guns. Why do they target the AR-15? Thousands of firearms out there, yet they focus on the AR-15. Why is that? Why do they focus on the AR-15? Because it's the most popular sporting rifle in the United States. Everybody recognizes it. They may not recognize any other firearm, but they all recognize the AR-15. The left-wing, mainstream media lapdogs have spent decades and millions of dollars vilifying and brainwashing, lying to the public about AR-15s, trying to make them think the AR-15 22 caliber rifle is more powerful and more dangerous than any and all other firearms. They see it as the first step down the path to ban all guns, because at the end of the day, a gun is a gun, a bullet is a bullet. They all do the same thing. If they can ban one, they can ban them all. That's what they want, is a complete gun ban. Just a couple days ago, Nancy Pelosi said the Democrats should focus on fights that are actually winnable. She does not see the AR-15 as one of those fights because a lot of people recognize they're no different than any other gun. I've included a copy of the link here. She wants to focus on the big fight, which is a complete firearms ban. Second link is a link to Dianne Feinstein. She says that if she had the votes, she would ban all firearms. Mr. and Mrs. America, if I had the votes, I would ban every single gun. The next link is a Democratic Party platform member speaking her opinion last week. And her opinion is that no citizen at all should have any kind of firearm. Last time Bill Clinton passed an assault weapon ban, there was absolutely zero impact on crime because it banned guns that are rarely used to commit crimes. There are so many bullet options. Why did they pick on the AR-15 22 caliber bullet to ban? Literally thousands of ammunition options out there, yet they focus on the AR ammo. Because, as you can see on the picture on the right, the little bullet on the left is the AR-15 ammo. If they can ban that, you bet they'll be back to ban the big one on the right. Both of these firearms fire at a rate of 1 shot per pull of the trigger. The AR-15 on the right shoots 1 bullet per pull of the trigger, just like the revolver wheel gun on the left. If they can ban the one on the right, you can be sure they're going to be back to ban the one on the left. Both of these firearms can be rapidly reloaded. The revolver uses speed loaders, which can reload the firearm in a fraction of a second. On the right, the AR-15 uses a magazine, and those can typically be swapped out in a second or so. But both of these firearms lend themselves to rapid reloading. So, both the revolver and the AR-15 both fire 1 shot per pull of the trigger. I've included a couple links here. You can watch world record holder, world's fastest shooter, Jerry Miculek, shoot an AR-15 and a wheel gun revolver. First, he shoots an AR-15. The fastest man in the world is able to pull the trigger fast enough to shoot 5 rounds in 1 second. Then, he shoots a Smith & Wesson 8-shot revolver. With that revolver, he's able to shoot 8 shots in 1 second. His rate of fire with the wheel gun, the revolver, is faster than the AR-15. So if you can shoot a revolver as fast or faster than an AR-15, You can bet that the politicians, the anti-gun politicians, once they ban the AR-15, they will be back to ban revolvers too. First, they want to ban the AR-15. Then, they want to ban all guns. They have vilified the AR-15 for many years, trying to convince the public the AR-15 is worse than all other firearms. If they can ban the AR-15 22 caliber sporting rifle whose rate of fire is less than that of a revolver, you can bet they will be able to ban all guns. Banning the AR-15 is merely a stepping stone to banning all guns. When the AR is banned, then the bad guys will use a different and most likely more powerful gun, fueling the argument to ban that gun and every other gun that they use, which ultimately will lead to a total ban. If ARs are banned, the law-abiding citizens will turn theirs in, but the bad guys will be keeping theirs. Thanks for watching. This presentation represents my opinion and is provided for entertainment only. I provide no legal advice. If you need legal advice, please contact an attorney.